One thing you often miss out on when you go plant-based are things like gummies, because they're made with gelatin, which is not a vegan product. It's horse bones. What we use instead is agar-agar powder, which is dehydrated and dried seaweed. It's ground up into a dried form. There's a big difference between agar powder and agar flakes. They both do the same thing, but they have a different consistency and a different potency. So make sure if you're using this recipe, you use agar powder. This is actually a bit of an experiment for me. I've made gummies before, but never this way, because another thing I'm gonna try today is using kombucha. So in addition to being a delicious treat, these are also gonna be really good for your gut because they're filled with probiotics. We're gonna start by taking 2 3/4 cup of fresh fruit. I'm using strawberries, and we're gonna blend that up. If you want a thicker gummy, you could probably just use this as is, but I want it to be a little clearer like the ones you find in the store. So I'm going to strain this liquid and only get the juice out. So as you can see, that liquid's doing a lot of its own work there, but we're just gonna take the spatula and just kind of push it down and help it out. Just to help puree out all of that extra liquid. As you can see, most of it is coming out because fruit is largely water-based. All this is gonna do is make it a little less chunky. So now I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then we're gonna simmer this on the stove for about 8 to 10 minutes until it starts to bubble. Whisk it constantly to keep it from burning. Then we're gonna add in a cup of kombucha. And then I'm gonna mix together 2 tablespoons of water with 2.5 tablespoons of agar-agar powder just to form a paste. We're gonna turn down that liquid, pour this into a little simmer, and just let it go for 4 to 5 minutes. And then we're gonna take it off the heat. You wanna make sure you're stirring this the whole time and then let it cool for a few minutes. So once that's been sitting for a few minutes on the stove, you can grab a dropper and start filling up your gummies. Gummies like this will probably set in about 30 minutes to an hour inside the fridge, but just adjust yours based on the size of your shapes. We're making candy! These turned out even better than I thought they would. These are adorable. You can make these any shape you want based on whatever molds you have. Oh, yeah. Those are so much better than I thought they would be. They've got that beautiful fruitiness from the strawberries just kicking in. Wow. The first thing I tasted was that vinegariness from the kombucha, but then that strawberry just came in right at the end and kicked me. That is a fantastic treat and snack. I'm so happy with how these turned out. Make them whatever shape you want and make your own plant-based kombucha gummies.